What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for This Feeling by Chainsmokers and Kelsea Ballerini. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what other songs by Chainsmokers or Kelsea Ballerini that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you need to know to play This Feeling on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 1st fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing you want to know to play This Feeling is the structure of this song. We're going to start with a little intro picking part, and then we're going to go to verse, and then chorus, and then verse, and then chorus, and then verse once more, and then we're going to finish up with one last chorus. And guys, the last thing before we dive into This Feeling is the 5 chords we need to play this song. The first one is going to be A minor. The next one is going to be a G. The next one is C. The next one is C over E. And the last one is F. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below, as well as an alternate way to play that F chord for beginners. So I know I just gave you some chords, but we're actually going to start with this little picking pattern that plays throughout the song. The main place we hear this is in the intro. It's kind of just the main place where you can really distinctly hear the little picking thing that's going on, but it actually kind of plays throughout all of the verses as well. So that picking pattern is really simple. We're going to have a 1st fret on B string. We're going to go 1st fret on B, open G, 1st on B, open G. Then we're going to hit another open G, and then we're going to go 3rd on B. Then we're going to have a slight little pause, and then we're going to go back to 1st on B, and then open on G, 1st on B, open on G, one more open on G, and then we're going to go 1st, hammer on to 3rd on B, and then back to 1st on B. And then that just repeats a couple times through that intro, and like I said, you'll hear it a little bit kind of underneath the verse chords as well. So a couple times all the way through that will look about like this. From there, guys, we're going to have one chord progression that's going to repeat through the entire song. The only thing that's going to change between verse and chorus is what we're doing over here on this side, but we'll get to that in just a minute. That chord progression that's going to repeat through the entire song is basically actually going to be 2 chord progressions that we're going to alternate between. The first one is going to be A minor, G, C over E, and F, and then the next one is going to be A minor, G, a regular C, and then back to F. So the only thing that's going to change between those two is that in the first sequence, the first little progression, we're going to have that C over E, and the second time we're just going to do a regular C. That C over E might be a little bit weird. You might not have ever seen that before. It's actually the same thing as a regular C, but instead of starting on the A string or muting the low E string, we're actually just going to play that low E string open. It's just a low E bass note added to a C chord. It's really simple. It sounds more complicated than it is, but all you're doing is just playing that C all the way open, and it just adds that low E bass note in there. So guys, that is going to be our chord progression that repeats through literally the whole entire song. One more time, that's A minor, G, C over E, and F, and then A minor, G, C, F. So now onto our strum patterns. For verse, we're going to have 2 strum patterns that we're going to alternate between. For our A minor and our C over E, we're going to have down, 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 so down 4 times. And then for our G and our F, we're going to have down twice. And all of those are going to be palm muted. If you don't know what palm muting is, it basically is just getting this part of your hand right here and kind of resting it softly on the strings close to where you're strumming, to where you can still hear the strings, but they're a little bit muted. So a couple times through that chord progression with that verse strum pattern should look about like this. From there, guys, all we have left is chorus. We're going to have that same exact chord progression, A minor, G, C over E, F, A minor, G, C, F. Same exact chord progression we were doing for the verse, but our strum pattern is going to change up. So what we're going to do there is a little bit more complex than the verses, but not crazy difficult at all. So what we're going to have for our A minor, we're going to have 3 down strums, but our first one is going to be spaced out. So we're going to hit that, and then we're going to go. So it's going to be 1 little space, down, down, twice. Just that little space in between the first and the second strum. So kind of like that. So we're going to go from there to G, And for that G, we're gonna have 2 down strums. And then we're gonna go to our C, and then also our C over E, so those are gonna be played the same way. We're gonna have 4 down strums for that one, just like we did in the verse, so. And then we're gonna go to F for 2 down strums. So guys, like I said, not a whole lot of difference on what we're doing there as opposed to what we're doing on the verse. Really, all that's changing is we are not palm muting for the chorus, and we're changing what we're playing for that A minor chord. That's it. So a couple times through that chorus chord progression with that chorus strum pattern should look about like this. Hey guys, the last thing I wanted to show y'all is there's a couple places throughout this song that drop down to just single down strums per chord. Now we're gonna have that same exact chord progression that we've been using, A minor, G, C over E, F, and then A minor, G, C, F, but it just drops down to a single down strum per chord. Now you guys know what single down strums look like. We've done this a lot on this channel, so you guys are probably pretty familiar with that, and you probably already kind of know what it looks like, and it's pretty straightforward. But a couple times through that, just so you can get the timing down and see what it looks like, will look about like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play this feeling on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 560 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see a short daily preview of what song I'm teaching before I actually teach it, you can hit up my Instagram at @thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below. Man, I am totally digging this song. This is such a good song, and for me, like, it throws it back a little bit more to the vibe of the Chainsmokers' first album, and I think that's one of the reasons that I like it so much. Nothing wrong with their second album. There weren't a lot of songs that I loved off the second album. The first album, I listened to the whole thing start to finish, and I loved that first album. And the second album, it was good. It had some good songs on it that I really clicked with, but nothing, it wasn't just one of those that I could listen to all the way through. And for me, this song, this feeling, it just kind of throws it back to that first album kind of vibe. Kelsea Ballerini's vocals on this are awesome, and I love that this has guitar in it. I love when pop songs like this, or especially like Chainsmokers, they're kind of a cross between pop and kind of EDM a little bit. I don't know if that would be the right genre, so I might get some hate from saying that, but they're not really just pop. But I like when these kind of songs actually incorporate guitar, not only because I love playing the guitar on them and I love teaching the guitar on them, but it just sounds cool. Like the way that this song is structured just sounds really cool. So anyways, I had a lot of fun learning this song. I had a lot of fun playing it. I hope you guys had as much fun learning this song as I did. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all soon.